This week on ANN, religious liberty advocates respond to anti-Christian violence in Pakistan.
A behind-the-scenes look at the Record Keeper miniseries.
And supporting disadvantaged children in Jamaica.
These stories and more coming up.
This is ANN, a service of the Seventh-day Adventist World Church. Thank you so much for joining us this week.
First in the news, residents of a Christian community in eastern Pakistan are reeling after demonstrators set fire to nearly 200 homes and businesses last week. Locals say the mob was retaliating for an alleged insult against Islam's Prophet Muhammad. While some residents sustained injuries, there was no loss of life. Most Christians fled the night before the attack after police warned them to leave. At a local Adventist church, damaged property included audio equipment, Bibles, and other religious materials. The building itself only withstood minor water damage as firefighters worked to control nearby blazes. The homes and belongings of an Adventist pastor and at least 40 Adventist families, however, were destroyed. Adventist humanitarians are preparing to distribute food and other emergency supplies to hundreds of Christian families affected by the violence. Religious liberty experts are blaming Pakistan's severe blasphemy laws for enabling the protesters.
What has happened in Pakistan shows how religious minorities are treated in some parts of the world. The issues of blasphemy is used by religious fanatics to oppress poor and defenseless people. It is going to become a kind of 21st century version of the tragic pogroms in Europe. We have to ask the authorities to protect their religious minorities and religious freedom for all people. But we have to strongly express our solidarity with those who are persecuted in Pakistan and everywhere around the world.
Adventist Church co-founder Ellen White said that out of all of her writings, the book The Great Controversy should be the most widely distributed. The church is responding to this appeal in a unique way. George Johnson reports.
In the fall of 2010, leaders of the Seventh-day Adventist Church set an ambitious goal to distribute copies of The Great Hope, a condensed version of The Great Controversy written by Ellen G. White.
At this moment, the book Great Hope is available in more than 80 languages, and you can find the book in almost every country of the world.
Envisioning that the Great Hope Initiative needed more than just a print distribution strategy, Adventist Church communication leadership developed an idea for a dramatic film series called The Record Keeper.
The Record Keeper is an 11-episode dramatic film series that follows the journey of three angels through the conflict between good and evil that started in heaven before spreading to the earth.
The film centers around Raina, Caden, and Loris, angelic characters who witness the spread of evil and whose lives are impacted for eternity by the choices that they make along the way.
Gentlemen, mankind has just defected.
The idea of what's going on in heaven, what's going on in the angel realm, while all of these things are happening on earth was really fascinating to me. So,
church leadership tapped Walla Walla University graduate Jason Satterlin, owner of Big Puddle Films in Portland, Oregon, to produce and direct the film and its 60-membered cast and crew.
There's an underlying good that surrounds this production as like a family atmosphere. I can't really speak for anyone else, but I can tell you that, there's a lot of good here, and where there's good, there's God.
According to Satterlin, even while in production, the cast and crew have been impacted by the overtly spiritual overtone of the script.
We had an actor come in last week. His name was Rigo Sanchez. Great guy. He played one of our bad guys. And he was reading the script on the plane. He was reading through it he was reading episode 3, and he goes, "Hey, wait a minute. This is Noah's Ark. They're talking about Noah's Ark." And he goes to the next script, and he's going, "This is about the Tower of Babel." And the next script, and he's like, "This is talking about the temptation of Christ. I got to read my Bible more. I got to start reading it."
The Seventh-day Adventist Church will also produce small group discussion guides and study materials to go along with The Record Keeper. The film is scheduled to be released this summer. This is George Johnson reporting from the set of The Record Keeper for Adventist News Network.
An Adventist university in the U.S. state of California was recognized this month for its community service and civic engagement. La Sierra University is one of 5 educational institutions named a presidential awardee in the 2013 President's Higher Education Community Service Honor Roll. The award is the highest honor a college or university in the U.S. can receive for community service. La Sierra administrators say service is a key part of the university's mission. The school's initiative, called Promise Neighborhoods, offers tutoring and mentoring to children in distressed areas. Last year, La Sierra students completed 85,000 hours of community service at home and overseas.
Old Testament scholar E.G. Muscala will serve as the new dean of the Seventh-day Adventist Theological Seminary at Andrews University in the U.S. state of Michigan. Muscala will replace current dean Dennis Fortin, who plans to return to full-time teaching at the seminary later this year. Muscala currently serves as professor of Old Testament theology and chairs the seminary's Old Testament department. He holds doctoral degrees in theology and philosophy. Muscala began his ministry as pastor for the Adventist Church in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. His appointment as seminary dean is effective July 1.
Adventist Church representatives in Jamaica recently helped dedicate the first in a series of homes for orphans and foster children in the country. The homes will make up what church leaders are calling a children's village, where disadvantaged children can grow and learn in a nurturing family environment. Organizers say they hope the Children's Village will provide a model for childcare in the country. The Adventist Church is partnering with International Children's Care and the Adventist Laymen's Services and Industries on the project. Official government approval and staff training are still in progress.